Hello everybody and welcome to Unit Geometry. So this unit will be two parts, and if you look at all the way on the top you will see Math 7 Unit Geometry 6A. It's 6A because we will have about 5 level folders. Each level folder will be including some short notes, worksheet practice, and the answer key for the worksheet practice. So your job will be, after you're done with the notes, then to complete the worksheet. And for every single note, I will ask you to pay attention to this excuse me, left side here where it says area and perimeter. So that will be the assignment you are supposed to complete before you move to the next level folder. So today, level 1 or folder 1 also, the learning target will be I can apply geometric formulas. So you will see different shapes, geometric shapes, and we will talk about the area and perimeter of those shapes. First shape is a triangle. So go ahead and write this down, write down the triangle, then label each side of this triangle. It is really important that you understand what do we call those sides and how do we apply the formula after. So if we have a triangle, those sides we'll call A, B, and C. The height in the triangle will be this part over here. So that's how we measure the height. And when you are measuring the height of triangle, make sure you're making a right angle as well down here. So the area formula for triangle is equal to 1/2 times B times H. B is always the base of the triangle. So down here, this part, the base and the height are the two things. When you draw a line, you're making this right angle here. That's why the formula is 1/2 times the base times the height. Perimeter is when we're calculating the length of all sides combined together. So length A times, plus B plus C. So we're adding all those three sides to get the perimeter of the triangle. Once you're done with this part, then I want you to look the rectangular shape. So the rectangle has L for the length and W for the width. So we have length and width. Area formula says in order to get the area, or what is inside of this shape, we are multiplying the length times the width. In order to get the perimeter of the shape, we're adding all those sides, or in other words, you can say 2 times W plus L. So this is L here. W plus L, width plus length. 2 times width plus length. Or you can say that the perimeter is equal to length plus W plus length plus W. Just add all those sides. This will also be the length, this will be the width. Either way of those two formulas for the perimeter will be helpful and correct. Next parallelogram, we have given this type of shape, and those will be your sides excuse me, from the shape. So we have again A side, B side. You can assume that this is also A side and this is B side. H, or the height of this parallelogram, will be, again, when we're drawing the H line perpendicular to the base of the shape. So the area of this parallelogram, this area inside, everything what is inside, is equal to the base times the height. Base times the height. The perimeter again will be 2 times A plus B, or also the perimeter will be A plus B plus A plus B if you want to go all over and just follow each side. So those are the major points. Everybody should have, those are really important notes. We are going to use those formulas in order to calculate examples. Once you have written down those examples, or I'm sorry, important notes with the formulas and the shapes, then we will start with practice examples. So if you need more time, I'm gonna ask you to pause the video right now and complete your notes, first part of the notes. If you are ready to move on, just follow me. I would not stop. You will have the power button to stop the video anytime you need to, or rewatch it if you need to as well. So let's move to example number 1. Example number 1, we would like to calculate a couple things. So we have given two shapes, and for the first one we want to know what the area is going to be equal to, and for the second one we want to know what the perimeter is equal to. When you're having problems like that, I want you to find 3 steps. Step 1 will be pick your formula. So just by looking the shape and going back to the formula part, you can decide which formula will correspond to your example. Step 2, substitute with what you know. So you will have given some numbers. Well, substitute everything what you know into the formula. Of course, the right substitution number. You gotta be careful with that. In step 3, we will solve for the unknown part of this formula. Alright, so if you go back and look at the notes, for the triangle, area formula is 1/2 times b times h. So we're going to write down here, we will begin this with area equals 1/2 times b times h. Now I want you to look at the shape and think about which one of those is b. So if you look at back the picture, b will be the number on the bottom. This one will be the base. The base in this case, I will say this equals b, is times 231 times h. What is h? And do we know the h here? No, we don't know the h. Or actually the h should be this. I'm sorry. This is h. This will be the given number for h. So it's going to be 111. 111. So this number is for b. This is h. Alright. So once we know 1/2, b, and h, we can go ahead, multiply all those 3 numbers and find what the area is equal to of this triangle. So I'm going to use my calculator here and we'll multiply those numbers. On the calculator, you're going to type 1 divided by 2, which is 0.5, then times 231 times 111. So the final answer, area for this triangle, is 12,820.5, and that will be feet square. So when we measure area, we always square their units. So 12,820.5 feet square will be that answer. Next example, we have given parallelogram and we want to calculate what the perimeter of this is going to be. So for the perimeter of the parallelogram, if you look at back to your general vocab notes, this is the shape and we know that perimeter is 2 times a plus b, or also you can just add all sides. I would say you can do either way, whatever it's convenient for you. If I want to use the short formula, 2 times a plus b, you know that this is what a is equal to and this is b. So the perimeter will be equal to 2 times a is 7.5 plus 9 for b. So 2 times, let's go ahead and calculate that. First thing, calculate what is inside the parentheses. So 7.5 plus 9 is equal 16.5. Final step, multiply by 2 times 2. So the answer is 33 centimeters. So the perimeter for my second shape is 33 centimeters. All right, awesome. Let's take a look at a couple more examples. They will have some kind of word problems, and you will be asked to follow the 3 steps. And if you need to draw a picture, please do so. Sometimes picture helps us to see things better. So a square has a side length of 16 feet. What are the perimeter and the area of the square? So because they're talking about square, we all now know that this is what the square shape looks like. We know by the definition of the square, you guys know that all 4 sides are equal to each other. So this is A, this is A, this is A, and this is A. All 4 sides are equal. The side length of 16 feet means that A is 16 feet. Well, but if this A is 16 feet, then this one will also be 16, 16, 16. So we can go ahead and calculate the area and then the perimeter of this shape. Let's go back and take a look. Rectangular shape and square shape could be very similar to each other. And so if we're using rectangular formula for area, L times W, the length times the width, we will do the same thing here. We will say A times A. So the area is equal to 16 times 16. Use the calculator and we'll get 16 times 16 is equal to 256, let's say, feet square. That's what they give us, 16 feet. Perimeter, on the other hand, will be 2 times A plus A. So the perimeter will be 2 times 16 plus 16, which is equal to 16 plus 16 is 32. 2 times 32 will give us 64 feet. So the perimeter is 64 feet, the area is 256 feet square. And we're done with this example. Next example says a triangle has a base of 11 inches. So this is 11 inches here. And the height of 50 inches. What is the area? So triangle, all right? Always make sure you read the words. Don't skip it, don't assume. Just read it carefully. Triangle. Well, let's draw a triangle then. And it says that it has base 11 inches and height of 50 inches. What is the area? Well, the area formula for triangle is 1/2 times b times h. So the area will be equal to, we're going to substitute b with 11 times 11 and then h with number 50. Just do the calculations and write down the final answer. So we have 1 divided by 2 times 11 times 50. The answer is 275 inches square will be the area equal to in this example. In one more final example, we have another parallelogram. We're going to pick the formula, substitute of what we know, and find the unknown part. So we want to, for example, if we want to calculate the area here and the perimeter, so the area of this will be b times h, base times the height. So the area is equal to, look at this, this part and this part are the same. So base equal 12, 12 times, and h, this is h is 8. So the area is equal to 12 times 8, which is 96 meter square. The perimeter, on the other hand, is 2 times, and we have A plus B, for example. So the perimeter will be 2 times, let's say A is 10, so it will be 10 plus 12. The perimeter is equal to 10 plus 12, it's 22. So the perimeter is 44 meters. Final answer. With that, we will conclude this mini lesson. I hope you guys are feeling confident of solving some of the examples. Please make sure you complete the worksheet ask questions if you need to. We will have some discussion going over Schoology and in class as well. So let me know if you have questions. Have a great day and thank you for watching the video.